How's it going, guys? It's me, Domotaku, here today to talk about ReZero, episode 18, 25-minute episode, starting from zero title, the big one. So, I have a lot of shit that I want to say in my head right now, guys, but that is all personal preference and choice, so I'm gonna let it slide until the end of the episode, because we all know what it's about. But anyways, let's begin talking about this emotional of an episode that put me on the verge of crying tears, guys, because for one, this was probably the biggest and most emotional episode in the series, unless they do something else in the future. But, you know, in the beginning, it's pretty simple. You know, Puck kills all the witch cultists and ends the world and kills Subaru. He did what we ever wanted since they got introduced, so thank goodness, Puck. But Subaru returns from death and restarts at the point once again. At this time, I was assuming that with this extended episode, he started from zero and he was actually gonna save everyone this time and do it, right? But no, instead we get this huge, big emotional shit going on. Because at this time, Subaru has given up on everything. That is correct. Yes, Subaru gives up and he asks Rem to run away with him to another country, live in a house together, have a family, the best dream that any one of us can hope for. But Rem rejects, and that is because she can tell from how Subaru is acting that, of course, you know, he's going through some shit and that he's given up and whatnot. And after that, they go through, like, for an episode that's just full of talking, this thing was pretty good. So eventually, Subaru and Rem talk to each other about their feelings about themselves or how they think about themselves. Subaru talks like the biggest roast against himself on how he was nothing. He no matter what he did in the past, he's gotten everyone around him killed, he got himself killed, and he's given up. It's hard to give up, and he thinks about it like, you know, in the past, like I've given up and then I continued on and saved everyone, and at this point I can't do anything. Like, no one needs him in this place and whatnot. It's just like so much stuff about that, and like, you know, I was feeling so sad for Subaru. It's like, dude, you don't, like, I know you that, like, all this may be true and all about what you're saying about yourself, but you know, you may think you're empty, you may think you're nothing, that you're not strong, you're not intelligent, you know, you're not the greatest, but you have done some great things. And that is exactly what Rem says. Rem starts talking about, so Subaru talks about all the stuff that he thinks about himself. Rem talks about the things that she sees in Subaru, about how much he likes his hair, how much like he likes when he lays on her lap and stuff. And at this point, that was the time when I was gonna cry, because Rem was just spouting all the most emotional shit about how much she likes Subaru, and then once again confesses her love to Subaru, and that's where I I'm tearing up again right now, I'm sorry. But yes, like, freaking Rem, we all know that Rem likes Subaru, and like, at this point in the series, why isn't there a Rem and Subaru thing? Like, literally, Rem was talking about how she imagined their future, about them living in a house together, having kids, half demon, half human, daughters and sons and whatnot, living old, finding jobs and whatnot. This was so emotional. Like, dude, they could literally do that. But no, they're staying here. And then in the end, you know, Subaru, of course, is like, you know, like, why, Rem, why do you like me so much? Why do you stick around me? And because, you know, Rem once again owes Subaru, because he saved her at the time when she had doubts on him, and when she lost control of herself, Subaru came to save him. All the stuff that happened in the beginning that made us like Rem and Subaru, it comes back into play here in this episode, and with this background, and then the birds flying in front of their faces with like freaking them talking about how much they like Rem like Subaru. Like, oh my goodness, how could they not do that? And then eventually, Rem kisses Subaru on the forehead, and then he comes back to his senses, and you know what? Freaking Subaru rejects Rem, saying that he likes Amelia, and at that point, I slapped myself. So I didn't slap myself, I mentally slapped myself. I was like, you know, as much as I knew that was gonna happen, and I knew that he would choose Amelia over Rem, the possibility of these two and like just how much shit these two have been through is much more bigger than Amelia. I know that Amelia saved Subaru in the beginning, and that's fine, but you know, these two have been through so much together that it was painful to hear those words. And of course, in the end, Subaru asked Rem for help to save everyone. It's like, you know, I'm nothing and I don't really have anything to do and I can't do anything alone, so will you help me? And then they laugh it off about how Subaru rejected Rem. And literally, this is a start from zero. So, you know, at first Subaru was like, I can't do anything at this time. Like, there's nothing for him here, and that he hasn't done anything at all in this world. And that's why Rem makes a suggestion to start from square one, or start from zero, start from scratch, and make something out of Subaru in this world. Yes, that was the title. And after all that emotional stuff, you know, Rem cries in Subaru's arms, and that's where the episode ends. So that's it. That's really it. So, with all the emotional stuff beside now, and I could freaking let me cry my freaking tears out. Subaru finally has the resolve to solve this arc, and with Rem's help, they will probably find a way to do it. Like, what is this, episode 18? So now they have like 6 episodes left to do this now. So yeah, I mean, not saying that I want Amelia to die in the end or anything for personal reasons, but you know, from the opening, from what I saw, I think, you know, if something bad happens, no, actually, no, that won't happen. That won't happen because freaking Subaru can just return from death. Okay, never mind. Scratch that I said that. But yeah, like, you know, everywhere that I see, anywhere on that's talking about ReZero, everyone likes these two. Amelia, we can all forget about Amelia, and everyone's like, you know, after this episode, like, who can deny Rem? And you know, hopefully, thankfully, in this episode, Rem did not get like freaking like memory lost or like forgotten by everyone in the whole series in that one lifetime. I don't know what the hell happened there, but yes. So yeah, you know, we're finally gonna see a conclusion to this arc. Rem and Subaru have sorted out their emotions and their feelings and whatnot for each other and about themselves. And you know, it would suck if freaking Subaru died in this timeline, and then this speech never happened, because I would cry the utmost tears that this speech never happened. This thing was like, seriously, they freaking added birds. You see this light shining on Rem. Like, this is how much they freaking like Rem. They freaking threw birds in her face in the background. They have this light shining on her, like she is the one and whatnot, and just like, okay, that's my personal vendettas out of the way now. So anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you like Rem, because we all know we like Rem. And tell me in the comment section below, what do you guys think about this episode? You know, you guys like Amelia? That's fine. I totally understand. But you know, I just, at this series, I like Rem more. Like, there's so much to her character in this series that, you know, like, who doesn't like her after this episode? And yeah, tell me what you guys think about this whole episode. Do you think that they'll solve this whole thing in the next episode, or they're gonna take like all 6 episodes to do it? And subscribe, because next week we'll see just what will Subaru and Rem do next in their attempts to save everyone, to start from zero, and to forge Natsuki Subaru's reputation in this world and whatnot. So with all tears aside now, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku Anime channel. Thank you guys for watching, and matane.